This is Golden Lion. We'll be doing a 3-card pick a card reading today on the topic of what is next for you to heal. We've got 3 piles here with 3 different quartz on there. Number 1 is this crystal quartz. I'll bring it up to you so you can see it well. It's better. So rainbow in there. And number 2, second pile, we've got bigger quartz crystal. I love this crystal. It looks like it's got like a little portal inside of it. But it feels more like a masculine, chunky crystal to me. Okay. And then number 3, we've got, it's kind of a reddish tint. It's got some mineral in it, making the quartz appear more reddish in tint. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but all right. So we've got pile 1 with the quartz crystal, pile 2 with the bigger quartz crystal, and pile 3 with the more slender reddish hued quartz crystal. Take a moment to pick your pile and we'll get into the reading. Just going to clear away. Right, if you've picked pile number 1, just set your crystals to the side. And I pre-shuffled these cards, so let's see what the next thing for you to heal is. So we've got the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Justice card, the Five of Cups. Then we've got Fertility, number 3 in the Psychic Tarot deck. And we also have Water, number 29 in the Elemental Oracle deck. All right, so right away I see quite a few Swords cards. Also, Justice has the swords, so I feel like you're going to be healing. I feel like you're going to be healing. A very intimate part of yourself that you haven't so easily been able to move through. In fact, I feel like it has been trialsome. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, you have felt like you've had to take away from some part of your life. and you've gotten like the short end of the stick. And I feel like it has something to do with your family, and maybe even ever since you were a child you have felt like something has been taken away from you. I mean, the Seven of Swords talks about like strategic planning, deceiving. So maybe you have had to strategically deceive some place in your life in order to feel like maybe you've had to deceive a part of your mind in order to feel like you can bring justice for yourself. But the future's showing me that, and that this energy is going to be coming in quite fast by the look of things, because we've got the Knight of Swords, which is the fastest moving energy in the deck. And we also have the King of Swords, which is a master at talking. He's a master at planning. He's a master strategist. So, and he's got the, I feel like there's a wild side of you about to come out, like something that you strategically put away is done being kept in the dark, and soon there's going to be like a wild part of you ready to like just emerge. And with this wild side of you, like it feels wild to you because it's been condensed for so long. And I feel like you're gonna soon like hold the key to magically allow this wild part of you out. And it feels wild, but the only reason why it feels wild is because it's not normal to what you've been used to seeing around you in your lifetime. I don't know. Like in the spiritual world, I don't know if it would be considered wild, just like normal maybe, but it feels wild and exciting, but it's also coming to you from you really going in and wow, and really mad, like you have become a creator of this energy that's about to come. It hasn't just like been easy. It's like it's been a long road, and I feel like this is truly you can feel that it's a creation. You can feel that it's building within you. You can feel the growth. You've been through a lot, and I would say you're probably a mature woman. I would say you're probably a mature individual that has lived quite a bit. And if you're not that old in years, then you're a young, very wise person, and maybe you have lived faster than other people your age. You've seen a lot. There's definitely a justice about to happen, and it's from all of the hard work and dedication that you have put in. And I feel like if you haven't had friends or haven't had anybody around you to enjoy this wild part of you that's about to be unleashed through your own will, that friends will be coming into this picture. Let's just pull one more card to see let's see if we can get another card. This is also your destiny. So I feel like you're going to be healing. You're going to be healing a part of you that has been secret. It's almost like it's a secret doorway. You've got a secret doorway to your soul. You've found a secret doorway to your soul, and it's where you're going to find it. This inner part of you is where you're going to find everything that you've ever dreamt of having. Wow. It's really beautiful. It's almost like you've been working really hard, doing everything you're supposed to do, strategically planning day after day. And you felt this call of the wild within your heart, and your heart began to open up. And then you started to grow and find out the necessary means in order to fulfill this wildness, this wild calling that's within your heart. I feel like it's a secret doorway that you found to your soul, and there's no mistaking. It's the only path that you're going to be able to take now, and you have found it through going within and being quiet and really feeling what moves you. You're creating, and it's by magic. You are magical. You create through magic. You know how to create. And I'm so sorry. I feel like there's been a lot of pain, but by the look of it, you're reaching this sort of completion now. It's like you've had to do a lot of things you did not want to do, but now you've reached a place of serenity. You've reached a place of heart. I feel like your heart rules you now. And because of that, all the strategic planning that you've had to do throughout the years are going to be justified. I think it's going to be justified. Like, I feel like it wasn't a waste of your time. You're going to bring justice to that. And it's almost like the justice that it's almost like you felt that all this hardship and all this it's almost like you had to be fake to who you really were in order to get through life. And now you don't have to anymore, because you've got the magic tools to it's like abracadabra. Here we go, heart. Here we go, soul. Let's walk through this magical doorway and see what we find. And then you enter through this doorway and you realize this is where your heart spent all the time. So I feel like the next stage of your healing, the next thing you're going to be healing is your heart, for sure, and following that part of you that calls, that feels wild within. It almost feels like the forbidden fruit that you've never dared to touch before. But now, all of a sudden, you're going to do it. And I feel like you're going to do it with like commitment. And it's just going to be like, yes, this is the way. I feel this is the way. And the maturity that you have behind you is also like going to make you feel safe in going toward the secret garden. There's something really beautiful and special that's on the other side of this doorway. And your next healing is, so you're going to be healing your heart, and you're going to be bringing justice to the part of you that felt that you had to deceive yourself. So that's really beautiful. And I send you lots of love, because it takes a lot of courage to do this, and it's beautiful. I feel that you are beautiful, and you've probably grown a lot being in that strange land, but these new strange lands, you're gonna really feel at home. You're gonna really blossom and truly become yourself. So I thank you. So I thank you for listening and watching. Take care. Love and light. Welcome, pile number 2. My name is Erin, and this is Golden Lion Tarot. And today we are discussing, what aspect of yourself will you be healing next? All right, you chose the beautiful big quartz in the second pile. So let's get right in. You had a couple extra cards that you pulled. So we've got the 4 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Cups. We've got the Hanged Man. We've got the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, the Moon, the Ace of Swords. All right, and from the Psychic Tarot, we've got Recognition and Reward. That's number 3 in the Psychic Tarot. And then we have, from the Elemental Oracle, we've got Atoms. Wow, that's really beautiful. I would like to read that out of the book. Let's see what the book has to say about that card. All right, so I feel like we've got some major players in this card. The High Priestess and the Hanged Man show me that you have been, that your next stage, the next stage that you may be going through is going to take some time. And the High Priestess energy is that of, she's like a goddess, a priestess. She does whatever she needs to do to get the job done, whether it's a long time or a short while. I feel that she puts in that work. So she listens to her inner self and she puts whatever in she needs to put in order to make sacrifices, in order to get to the wherever she needs to be. The Hanged Man shows me that you might be laid up for a little while, and the Nine of Wands shows me that you may not be feeling your best self. So if we look at the Four of Cups, we know that this might be a time that you are taking to really look within and see who you are becoming. And I feel like you may be caught up in some of your own negative beliefs, and the next part of your life may be a little confusing, but you, at the end, you always find reward and recognition. So I feel like the next part of your life is going to take time. It's going to take dedication to being okay with the fact that you don't feel your best self. But there's a reason, a very, very important reason for this time. I mean, you have the High Priestess card. That means you're going to be doing some serious soul searching, and you're becoming who you want to be. I feel like you're going to be sleeping a lot. I feel like you're going to need extra sleep, so you need to do what you can to take care of that. Hopefully not work as long hours as maybe you would have previous to this energy that's coming in for you. But I feel like what you're going to be healing next is doubts that you've had, and it might take some time. Like, you really might have to dedicate yourself to rebuilding and resting before you get the recognition and reward of the clarity of this time. So please be patient with yourself, because that's a form of love, is being patient. Patience is one of the biggest ways you can show someone else that you love them. But being patient with yourself is needed right now. And I just want to take the book of the Elemental Oracle and just see what they have to say about this card. Let's see. It's a really pretty card. Here we go. Atoms. Building. Everything is connected by the same building blocks of matter. You are electric and vibrating in motion. Being stagnant in your beliefs and growth is unnatural. Building and changing is natural. There is room for infinite variety. Word of power, atoms. In Greek, it means undivided. Atomos. Many ancient cultures suspected the world was made up of building blocks that they could not see. While the elements of earth, air, fire, and water were part of their thinking, many also thought that even these formidable elements were constructed from something. The ancient Greek philosophers Leucippus and his pupil Democritus. I know I'm probably sabotaging that. I have heard these words before, but not very often. Democritus suggested that around 450 AD, the atoms existed. They were infinite, and that there must be different kinds of atoms to reflect the object that was the end result. Indian and Islamic scholars also reported on the ideas of atoms. But it wasn't until the 16th or 7th through 17th centuries the notion became a serious field of study with Bernier, Boyle, and Newton. Wow. So this is showing me that you're getting right down to the building blocks of something new. And in order to do that, in order to have this big change that's coming through for you, you're going to have to rest a lot. You're going to have to get right down to the nitty-gritty of the new energy that's coming in. But you're also going to be tearing down serious doubts that you have believed. Maybe you believed you could not do something. Maybe you believed you were something that you were not. Maybe you believed that you had to become something because of societal norms and it just doesn't fit in with who you are. But this card is showing me that you're going to get down to the building blocks, to the fundamental atoms of why you believe that and how you can change that. And it's going to take a lot of rest. It's going to take a lot of cutting through to the truths. And it's going to take a lot of you being bendable, being able to move, being able to change, be able to be fluid. And this is going to be, you're going to feel like a champion at the end of this. And you may have had so many different paths that you could have gone down, but you chose choosing to take the path of feeling a little beat up and needing rest, however long that might be, is going to be what brings you the rewards and recognition. So I send you lots of love, pile 2, and I hope you'll give me a like and subscribe to Golden Lion Tarot. Thank you. Hi, pile 3. I am Erin, and this is Golden Lion Tarot, and you chose this reddish quartz. I'm not sure which element caused it to have the reddish sheen to it. That doesn't look like it's showing up on the camera. Let me see if I put it next to this. If I put it next to this little elephant, you can kind of see it. It's really pretty. It's gorgeous. All right, so let's just get right into your reading. All right. We've got the Emperor. We've got the Two of Wands. And the Two of Cups. Wow. Looks like love might be heading your way. Oof, we got the Devil. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we've got Strength. And from the Psychic Tarot, we've got number 15, Temptation. And from the Elemental Oracle, we have Number 1, North. Wow, what is it? The North. Venus. Venus is symbolized by the North Pole, and this showing the Aurora Borealis. It's really beautiful, symbolizing expansion. Just going to take a sip of my water and we'll get started. Okay, so the topic of our discussion today is what will be the next thing that you will be healing. And before we get started, I would like to just look up with the elemental oracle, the North, number 1. Number 1 is a really important number. I mean, the 1 means the South. It means your reading is super important. And let's see what it says in the book. Expansion, North. Be guided, but do your research. Focused and honesty is needed to overcome obstacles. You know your true north, so be brave about the next steps. We may have a number of purposes in life, but not just one single purpose. It is time for a true adventure. And just to read down here, word of power is Boreas. I think that's the Aurora Borealis. North is one of the cardinal directions, and in witchcraft, one of the guardian directions. Traditionally, North has been associated with ice and snow. The north wind is considered to be the coldest. The Arctic Circle is large and passes through Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Canada, Denmark, Greenland, Iceland, and the Arctic Ocean. There has always been a certain romanticism about going north on adventures. During the peak of years of the Age of Exploration, the exploration of the North Pole became almost a public mania. Perhaps the greatest adventures of the ancient world and the most northerly were the Viking peoples. To Viking means to go exploring. That's awesome. The North has connotations around finding our true essence or pathway. It can even be a referral to finding a person who gives our life meaning. Finding our true north indicates we have found a profoundly right path, a direction that is authentic for us. So strongly is north seen as a guiding direction, it is the one used to indicate direction on maps, usually with a single arrow. North is one of the quarters called in a certain traditions of witchcraft to purify or protect a space. People may call upon guardians of the north or the northern as a way of unlocking the protective energies of the portals of that element. The element of north is air. So I'm hoping that my ring isn't catching the light too badly. I'm just checking it. Okay, it looks good. All right, so let's get started. So with your true north, people use the phrase our true north. So this reading is about you finding your true north. And I have a feeling this is about a love. This may be about a love reading. This is looking to me that the next thing you're going to be healing in your life is a love. So I feel that you have fallen in love with someone, and let's see what these cards have to say. We've got the Emperor, the Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Temptation. So that shows me right away that twos are standing out, and twos are all about commitments and choices and relationships. We've got the Devil and Temptation together, so I'm starting to feel like possibly the person that has captured your love in the beginning is not the person that they are claiming to be now. I feel like something has gone south and not north. Maybe that's where they've gotten that saying from. So I feel like this relationship has gone south and you're looking for your north. So it is your destiny to find this north. There's no doubt in my mind that you will, but it's going to take some time. The next thing that you're going to be healing is your heart. It looks like you have a choice to make. You have a serious, which way am I supposed to go? You're at a crossroads, and I see you have temptation here, and the person that you one day, quite a while ago, fell in love with is not looking so good all the time. And there's a reason for that. Your spirit guides are trying to take you onto a different path, a higher path, your true north path. I feel that this person has showed you sides of them that were sides that you did not realize that they had when you initially gave your heart to them, and you are frustrated, and I feel like you're in a lot of pain from it. And I'm really sorry to say that, because I have also felt this exact feeling, and it is horrible. I feel that when we fall in love with somebody, and you must have been super attracted to this person, when we fall in love with someone, we truly give our all to that person. And by the looks of this card, you did do that. And you continue to give your heart over and over and over again. And I feel that this person gave you what they could, but they just were not capable of giving to you what you did for them. And I feel like it's going to take your innermost everything to be able to take a different path. I feel that you're really going to have to dig deep, but this card shows me that you know what your true north is. You know which way you're supposed to be going. So I feel like the next thing that you're going to be healing is the pain from being in a relationship that has devastated you. The temptation is very strong. I see that. I see that this person really has a hold over you, but I also see that they're not very healthy. And you've had a lot of choices, and you chose this person because they did stand out from the rest. I see that also. They did stand out from the rest, so there was some beautiful things about them. But I see you're really strong here. You're going to be really strong. You're going to step into your Emperor energy and just find that north and just start walking. And you will find the strength. You will find the strength to get through this, even though it feels scary. But you've seen some sides that you know that you can't sit around and see any longer. And this is super painful. But your power lies within knowing what is right and wrong. Your power lies within being above what this person has showed you. You know that you're above what this person brings to you. You know this person brings disaster. This person brings... I just keep seeing a lot of pain. This person brings like devilish energy. This person may accuse you of things you haven't done. This person may just take over all of you to the point that you can't be yourself anymore. It's not a good place to be. And I'm really sorry that you have to deal with this, but I'm also seeing that you have the strength to move forward from this. You will move forward from this. It's your destiny to move forward from this. And if you don't have it right now, which I think you already do, you're going to be expanding and seeing this very soon. I send you love. This is a difficult thing to be going through. I send you
love, and I know that your spirit guides will be there holding your hand and guiding you to the higher path. And I've been there, I guess that's what I should say, and it's not an easy place to be, but the light is there. Or if it's not, it will be. And you will be able to jump on that higher path. And once you get on that path, there's going to be no turning back for you. Once you really set on there. Again, I send you my love, and I hope that you will take the time to find your higher north so that you can ride through this more smoothly, and you will have the completion that you're looking for once you really address where you want to be, where your heart feels safe. All right. And that is all I am seeing for this reading. So take care. And I ask you to like this video and subscribe for the Golden Lion Tarot. Thank you.